Greetings, my friends. I'm Andrea, astrologer. Welcome to this update for the second part of January from the 20th to the 26th. We are in Europe, at least in the northern hemisphere, in some parts in tough winter, but we are in the crypto spring or early summer, how do you want to call it. Also, we see big swings and we need to have a lot of courage and very good nerves to navigate this period. So I would like to dive into this week and to explore with you what are the main trends astrologically for the next week. Nice winter landscape, isn't it? As always, I would like to start with the general overview of the global astrology, and then I would like to dive into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and altcoins. So for the ones who do not know, the Patreon and Telegram members would get a 20% discount for the gold and platinum tiers for all the products, including the yearly forecast for BTC and ETH, and I have also a yearly forecast for Solana. The ones who are more experienced can feel this stepping stone in the market for Solana in general, if we think conceptually about the possibility of onboarding a high number of people in this crypto space in the next years. So it has huge potential. And for the silver tier, we do have also a generous 10% discount. So please check that if you are interested. You don't need seniority, so to speak, or to be old in the membership. Even 1 month would do that. So I hope this interests you, and we will see you there. Now, what happens in this week from the 20th of January to the 26th of January? It is an important week because we do have this presidential inauguration on the 20th of January, where we do have also markets closed on that day. So it is a interesting influence from Rahu, that is the north node of the moon, which expands everything. And if you didn't see my last video on the inauguration, please do that. I will link it right now, because it gives you more insight around the days of the inauguration, because we need the volume in order to see big price swings, but it's important what happens astrologically before and after. And yes, it will be a Monday, so this means that the astrology of the weekend is still important, and the ones who have it especially in a detailed manner, please be sure to check it. So we have a Rahu influence on Monday, which is positive and will drive prices upwards most likely, and this is a trend that happens already from Sunday. So it is astrologically enabled. We will see the flow of money coming most presumably on Tuesday, when the markets will be open again, but it is a positive start of the week nevertheless. I know it was a roller coaster so far with all the retrogrades and the out of bounds for Mars and Mercury, which is not easy to navigate, but we will have benefits about this afterwards, so don't lose hope, but we need to have strong nerves to navigate this period for sure. January 21st will have a sort of temporary retracement, most presumably retesting previous levels, with Mercury square Chiron in the global astrology in the markets. And this is something that we can expect for Bitcoin as well, but caution advised. We do have on the 21st and 22nd really fiery aspects. These are enabled by Uranus in the Bitcoin chart. So this is a sort of good information information for you to take into account the fact that we will have increased volatility. So this means we have potential for upward price movement, but unfortunately no durability regarding this as it happens with Uranus, but still they will happen. It could be that it surprises you, so be aware of that. At best you would have a hourly schedule of all the influences during the day in order to be in more control, but still you need to check TA to benefit from all these movements. So we can say that after the inauguration in the US, we will have on the 21st and 22nd of January interesting price developments, and we expect high volatility upwards. From January 23rd onwards, I can only say that it will be a roller coaster, and it is a lot happening. So let me simply read it, because I don't want to miss anything. There are too many things in the global astrology even in order to consider for this week, my dear friends. So it's important to have really all these into account. A lot of fire energy, which is really driven by Uranus, as the ones who follow me since longer would know already. We would have a Mars sextile Uranus on January 23rd, which is Thursday, and I refer again to the UTC time zone as always, because this is also the time zone where the birth certificate of BTC is recorded on the blockchain, so I think it's the most accurate time zone to consider. Then we do have also another fire which is positive as well, Mercury trine Uranus on the same day, but we do have mixed energies as well, because we have also negative influences, Mercury square Lilith. This means that we will not have this same courage, to risk, the same risk appetite, so this will decrease somehow. And Mercury opposes Mars in this constellation, where we do have already Mercury, which is normally, so it's not out of bounds anymore, but Mars is still out of bounds, and this is an opposition which is quite strong. So advice would be that you are very cautious on the January 23rd, which is on a Thursday. And then on Friday, we do have also interesting influences which are not really positive. It's a slowdown, Mars square Lilith. So this shows that the price action is also diminished by the lack of risk appetite, or a sort of fear that happens in the markets on Friday, January 24th. And finally, the weekend. As you know, weekend for me is more important from a astrological standpoint, since this will matter a lot for Mondays, when we will have really transaction volume, because we see that the release of data like the CPI and the manufacturing data will really have more to say in the crypto market as compared to previous times. So it is like almost the stock market. We need to take this into account, especially for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin influences still the whole market. So we do have a Venus trine Mars here, which is very good on Saturday, January 25th, and this is really fueling the price action for Venus related matters, which are currency and cryptocurrency. So on one way it's positive, but we do have also negative aspects in the BTC horoscope, which will be detailed for members in the next section. Then on Sunday, we can expect in the global astrology also uplift again. It is a Venus sextile Uranus, which is positive, and it's a fiery influence, which means highly volatile, and it will go up. But we will have also a Mercury sextile Neptune, which is a sort of optimistic expectations and optimistic news that we have for the next week, most presumably, and this aspect is exact on Sunday, January 26th, UTC time zone. We can look forward actually to a beginning of the next week that would be quite appealing, quite interesting in my opinion, with this influence. So this is what I wanted to share. It is a important week, and it is a lot of fiery energy. This is basically Uranus. And this happens at day level and also at hourly level. And at day level, it happens quite a lot during the week. This is a sort of repeating theme. Therefore, this means that volatility is likely to be high. Therefore, I would really advise you to have good strategies, to have good stop losses, to have also a lot of attention, to be more hands-on and not hands-off in the market. And it could be that things are quite surprising, especially towards the end of the week. And why I say that, it is because we do have also the time that we wait for actually for Uranus going direct, and this historically triggered the altcoin season. So let's see what we will experience this time with so many changes with the ETFs and everything in the crypto world. But the thing is that before that, as you might be aware, if you follow my videos since longer, we will have a stationary, the so-called stationary period, because Uranus will move direct. But before that, it will stop in the sky, literally, and it will change this direction. So this means that we will have a time where the price action will be lagged, some things will be suppressed, so things will not go according to plan, and it will be difficult to have accurate predictions about that. So just be prepared for that, especially at the end of this week and the beginning of the next. Thank you so much for your attention. As always, thank you for liking, for subscribing. It genuinely helps the channel. I'm grateful for that. And until next time, be joyful. And now I would like to go with the members in more details.